What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back for more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we're going to be trying another Training Grounds deck. This one's been requested quite a bit. I think I even had a request on Reddit today. It's going to be Skeleton Sorcerer. The curve is weird as hell, but I went for 100% tribal, and sometimes your curve's going to be weird when you go for 100% tribal, but I'm hoping that the amount of like 1 and 2s can balance out the amount of 3 and 4s, but this many 4-drops does leave me open to some pretty hardcore bricks. But yeah, we're playing all the skeletons in the game. Prophet of Bones is the one non-skeleton, but he summons a ton of skeletons, so I still count him. And while he won't count for Training Grounds, his little skeleton should. We got Ancient Lookout, which triggers based off of Reflective Automaton, as well as Skeletal Dragon. So he's also just in there as a 2-drop. Skinned Hound is a really good addition. Gives us some early guards. Wake the Dead is in there to target whatever late-game skeleton we're wanting. Usually it's going to be something like Bone Colossus. Restless Templar is our only way to heal. Rising of Bones is just amazing. Skeleton Champion, because it's another buff in addition. So we have Bone Colossus, Skeleton Champion, and Training Grounds as ways to buff our new cards. And as far as Isle of Madness, we are including Wake the Dead, like I mentioned, and Icy Shambles. This is my first time running this card. And we've got Training Grounds as well. So we've got 20% new cards. I don't think this deck is going to go super well. Although I said that yesterday and the video wound up fantastic. Don't know how long we're going to go today. My girlfriend got a new job offer. I know I was talking about that yesterday or 2 days ago. She did wind up getting a job offer. And it was a pretty good job offer. So I want to take her out to dinner today to celebrate. So obviously can't be recording all that long. But we'll have some time for probably a game or two, depending on how long they run. Thank you guys for understanding, but sometimes life pops up. That's the kind of stuff that happens when you try to record every single day. We've got Nitrosis playing Telvanni. I don't hate this hand. I think I'm actually going to pitch Wake the Dead. Just because our curve is fine. I'd rather get Wake the Dead on a later turn. Or we'll just get it now. Just get out the Skeleton Hound. He's gonna think that I'm like aggro sorcerer, when in reality I'm like a mid-range abomination.
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
Once we ring this out, it should be painfully clear what we're doing. Or we can just play Ancient Lookout into Ancestral Dead. Or I can ring this out, and next turn play these two together. Got our little Slay Skeleton boy here. Just going flat out for the Fireball.
The hist shall heal you.
Into ramp. This is a good sign, though. Let's go Ancient Lookout into Reflective Automaton. Which will give us a really solid Skeleton Champion next turn, unless we get wiped.
The hist provides. Roots of the hist.
Okay, so I can trade this in here. Oh, no prophecies. Alright, looking solid. We can actually Wake the Dead and find Bone Daddy. Try and set up for turn 7. Okay. Or I just play Restless Templar. There's the prophecy. Pointy Wall of Spikes. Just Get out Restless Templar. Next turn we can go Icy Shambles plus Wake the Dead for Bone Daddy. Although we are severely running out of time.
This is interesting.
Okay. There is a Bone Daddy. So I could go for a Hallowed... I can't play Hallowed Death Priest, actually. Just grab Bone Daddy. Because Bone Daddy into Bone Daddy should set up a win. And he's already played two Ice Storms.
Power within you.
Watch yourself now.
Okay. That's fine. I actually can Wake the Dead for Skeleton Champion as well next turn, although Bone Colossus will probably just wind up being the play.
By the power of the Hist. This should help you.
That's all, and that's fantastic.
Sees all. The Night Mother will guide us.
Alright, so I got a little bit of point.
Blood will spill.
He's taking the 50-50 because that's what Telvanni does. And he whiffs. He's not rewarded for the horrible play. Just go for another one of these. We have the option of, again, Wake the Dead for Skeletal Champion, or we can pull another Bone Daddy.
You cannot.
Is he gonna fish again? This guy's fishing hard. Although he could Ice Storm here. That would keep me off of lethal. That will also keep me off of lethal.
Praise to Namira, whose sphere is the ancient darkness.
Let's grab... Do I want Skeleton Champion or another Bone Daddy? I think Skeleton Champion. If I buff this, it becomes a 3/3. Keep pushing damage. Let's just keep making him have more answers. Like, does he have his third Ice Storm in his top 25 cards? Conscription's not that great here. Mentor's Ring for drain on everything is solid. That'll probably win in the game.
Thorns and blood.
I will have your head. Approach and be recognized.
Definitely help him quite a bit. High roll dot deck.
For the Black Hand.
I mean, at least he's out of cards. I know it's gonna look like a weird play, but and the only way this spectacularly backfires is if he has his third Ice Storm. He still gets to heal for a lot in the meantime, and if he hits a conscription, which he probably has by now, we have no chance.
Thorns and claws. Your blood will fill the waters of life. We are not amused.
Okay. Let's get whittling. Hitting Barrow Stalker does nothing for us. It's just a race to see when he can hit his conscription. Sanctuary Pet. Into a mummy. Just gonna keep working on him. Hopefully he didn't draw removal to get past this guard. Alright, so now he's definitely going to get his conscription, and he'll be able to play it this turn. It was a quick pick, so you know what that was. Gatekeeper, actually. Okay. Let's grab another Bone Daddy. Trade this in. Play Bone Daddy. We're gonna buff all of them using Training Grounds. Take our damage. And let's see how good this top deck is. Harpy. Alright. We have 3, 6, 9, 13. We're just gonna play threats. Leave him down to the top deck. Even a conscription I don't think does us in here.
I sense great power in you.
Okay. Ice Storm would wipe out a lot of damage for me, but not all. Game, buddy.
A fine battle.
Those Wake the Deads were super handy in that game. Being able to make sure you have a Bone Daddy when you want one is nice. I know my opponent probably got extraordinarily unlucky not finding conscriptions. But they deserve it for all of those, like, ridiculous Fire Bloom plays they went for. It's one of my least favorite plays in the game. When there's, like, you have 4 creatures that are all, like, 1/1s, and then you have 1 5/5, and your Telvanni opponent just goes for the random Fire Bloom. So I feel like most of the time they hit it, and it's really annoying. Playing against Starfacer, playing Halalu. I don't think we're fast enough to mess with that. I'm gonna keep the Icy Shambles. I feel like it could slow him down significantly. Ugh, okay. These are the worries I had. The curve is ugly in this deck. But all it takes is a 2-drop to turn our lives around. It'll do. I'm not going to ring it out, though. I want to wait and see what's worth ringing out. Like, now I might just play Ancestral Dead. And if he goes for, like, improvised weapon...
Fear death.
Okay, that's fine.
My scales move in shadow.
Now I think this is an excellent Icy Shambles. Next turn I can Wake the Dead into Reflective Automaton to pull out Skeletal Champion. Or if I think he's a Rage deck, we could just play it Hallowed Death Priest.
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
Hasn't shown us much so far, though. Although that kind of tells me slow deck. Let's not give him an extra card over 1 damage. Let's Wake the Dead and grab Bone Daddy. And let's play Reflective Automaton.
Greetings.
Oh! What a mistake! Alright, so this... Nah, this still could be an aggro deck. But he's not playing it like one. He's playing it like a rage deck.
Clear your mind.
We'll see how badly I get punished here.
Your
This
flaws.
is Prophecy
I only
Halalu?
need one shot. You're failing me.
Scales move in shadow.
Oh, Training Grounds is so tempting here. Let's go for it. We'll take the slow turn to try and set up the amazing Bone Colossus.
You will die where you stand.
Okay, we'll just go for the Bone Colossus next turn. Highest cost card in his hand was a Brellock Commander. Alright, I have another one of those in my hand.
My scales move in shadow.
Let's get our buffs going. He hits Prophecy. It's a Javelin. Fortunate. We still have some buffs going. Haunted Manor. Into... I don't think I have any prophecies in this deck. Moonmoth Castellan.
You can tell them you thought of it.
Okay. Wake the Dead again. Do we go for Colossus? Thinking Skeleton Champion. Because I can combo that with Ancestral Dead. Bone Colossus is just better. Take our damage first, since we know he's playing a ton of prophecies. This is like prophecy.deck.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
Did miss out on 3 damage by doing that, but I think I'm fine with that. We will... it doesn't matter the order. Alright, we've got damage for days right now. We've got another Hallowed Death Priest we can go for. This gets punished by Viper. Or another javelin. We still have damage, though. Let's Hallow Death Priest again. We'll hit Eclipse Baroness. And then we'll drop down Restless Templar for the damage. Wake the Dead is such a good card, man. It has to be a deck like this, but even if you're like a regular mid-range deck that runs Bone Colossus, being able to make sure you have him when you want him, it's pretty powerful. Cinch Tiger into Ravenous Hunger into hoping for a Prophecy out. We've got the negation to get past the guard as well. It's a good game. Alright, so Skeleton Sorcerer put in some work, bro. Then we rank up and get battle rewards? Hey, look at that. I'm rank 5 again. Maybe I'll actually hit rank 4 this season if I care. And we get an epic. All in all, just an excellent day. Let's open a pack, actually. Girlfriend gets a job offer. Yesterday's Daedra Crusader went great. Today's Skeleton Sorcerer went great. What a freaking great day. Alright, guys. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you guys have as good of a day as I've been having. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.